Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Rob. So we're getting close to week 4, which is the week for the Critical Friends Group experience. And I know that I've gotten a couple of questions about what exactly that is and what we're going to be doing there. So I did want to frame it a little bit. The first thing is that really the entirety of what we're doing this week is based on that Critical Friends group experience. So you'll see a link to a doodle poll under the week 4 module, and there are a number of options. They start on Wednesday, go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. or from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. What I'm asking everybody to do is to please go onto that doodle poll and select one of those days and time slots that will work for you. The doodle poll is set up that you can only pick one so that everybody gets a spot, and each group is limited to 6. So certainly the earlier you go on to do that, the more options you're going to have in terms of time slots, but I tried to have enough time slots that hopefully we can accommodate everybody. The second thing is the Critical Friends group process itself. What you're going to get once everybody is in your group is you're going to get a link to a Zoom meeting, and you're going to when it's time for the meeting, you're going to click on that and go on to what's going to be a virtual group with you and the 5 other members of your group, sharing your webcam. Basically, they'll be able to see you, you'll be able to see them. So please check out the functionality of that ahead of time. Make sure that you have Zoom on your computer, or you click on the link and test it and make sure that it's going to work for you. It should be absolutely free for you. Just please do it. Make sure you've got a computer that's got a microphone and speakers and a webcam so that you're able to participate actively in that. Now, in terms of the Critical Friends Group experience itself, there's this document right over here. The Critical Friends, a process built on reflection, that's under that module, and we're going to be following the protocol that's outlined here for the process. So bottom line is there are going to be 6 people in each group. In each group, if we look at the roles that are outlined on page 2, one person is going to serve as the facilitator, one person is going to serve as the presenter, and the rest of the group is going to serve as discussants. So we should have 4 discussants with each group. The role of the facilitator is to outline what the expectations are, keep track of time, make sure everybody is on track with what they're supposed to be doing at each point. The role of the presenter is to actually present some problem that you're grappling with or some situation that you're experiencing in your classroom, and to talk about what you've tried, what the situation is. Okay, after that, it's the role of the discussants to discuss, after getting some clarification from the presenter, to discuss what some options might be, how things are going, strengths and weaknesses of the current plan of approach, okay? And then it gets wrapped up. So over the course of each 2-hour slot, we should have the opportunity to run 3 Critical Friends groups, okay? And what that will do is it will give everyone an opportunity to be a discussant in 2 groups, and in the 3rd group, it will give everyone a chance to be either the facilitator or the presenter. So once everybody is signed up for these groups, I'll go ahead and assign those roles, so you know what you're doing in each Critical Friends group, okay? And the protocol is pretty clearly laid out in the consultancy process, which begins in the middle of page 2. The first step being the facilitator reviewing the process and setting what the time limits are going to be. The second step being the presenter spending 5 minutes or up to 5 minutes outlining what the problem is, what's going on, what they've tried, what's worked well, what hasn't worked thus far, so that the discussants have a good sense of what's going on. The next step, step 3 for 5 minutes, are probing or clarifying questions. This is an opportunity for the discussants to ask the presenter specific questions. Okay, so I want to understand the full scope of what's going on. Can you tell me, have you tried this, or how did the student respond when you tried that, or exactly what's going on there? Just getting some clarifying information. Then step 4 for 12 minutes is the discussants group discussion. This is a chance for just the discussants, those 4 people, to talk about what they've heard, to think about what some good things are, some things that could be improved on, suggestions that they might have. It's important to note that this step 4, this does not include the presenter. The presenter is present and is listening, but this portion is for the discussants to specifically discuss things, and it's for the presenter to listen and take notes. Then after that, step 5, there's a 5-minute opportunity for the presenter to respond, which again, this is not to continue a back and forth conversation, but to respond to what the discussants had to say. Talk about things that they have tried, things that they haven't tried, talk about what feedback might have been useful, what might have been less useful. And then step 6 is a debriefing process, again led by the facilitator, who's just going to talk about what happened in the process. Everyone can talk about what they think went well, what they think didn't go well, okay? So that's the process. You should have enough time in your 2 hours to get through 3 of these. Okay. It's also worth noting that your links are going to take you to to that Zoom site where you can get going without me. Okay. These are going to be running for 2 hours at a whack, twice a day for 5 consecutive days. I will do my best to pop into them where I can, and hopefully not to freak anybody out if I do happen to pop into yours. But I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be at all of them. I am, however, recording all of them. They'll be set to record automatically, so I can go back and listen to portions after the fact. So that's just giving you a little bit of an overview of what the Critical Friends Group process is going to look like, which again, that's the entire assignment for week 4, is to review this document, review the other document on Critical Friends Groups, and then to participate in that Critical Friends Group. Hope that's clear, and I'm really excited about this process. I think it's going to be an opportunity for everyone to get practice doing a couple of things that can be difficult. Number 1, which is giving feedback to people. Honest feedback, constructive feedback, which sometimes can be a struggle. And the second thing that can be difficult is sometimes getting that feedback. So a little bit of an opportunity to practice both of those things. I'm guessing it's going to be a great experience, and I'm looking forward to seeing it take place.